Hello everyone, my name is Tactical, and today we are going to do a bit of a guide slash review thing of the new zone which was added. Ash Canyon, which if we look on the world map is right up here on the top. So normally how I keep track of all the zones is I have them as different tiers. So Mystery Lake is like the basic tier of zone, and the farther out you go increases the tier list. So Mr. Lake has 4 connectors. Got Mountain Town, Forlorn, Pleasant, and Coastal as the tier 1s, and then Hushed River, Broken Railroad, and Desolation Point are both tier 2, along with Timberwolf Mountain because you need to go through 2 zones. But Ash Canyon is like the first zone that is 3 out. So it is a very far away zone. Now I've already got myself prepared, and we're going to start in Timberwolf, so there's not too much distance to travel. How much is this weigh? I can't take it then. But yeah, this is my this character in particular is almost 200 days survived, and I'm also working on the Faithful Cartographer achievement. But now that that's out of the way, the first thing that we need to cover is how you get there. So, starting from the mountaineering hut, you just need to work your way to the bottom of the Echo Ravine. Now, it's an Undermere thing. There's actually 2 ways to get into this zone. There are 2 different ways to get into Ash Canyon, and they're both in this zone. So you have 2 different options when it comes to getting to Ash Canyon. And now Ash Canyon, and you think, oh, it's so far out, what's the point of going there? Ash Canyon's like, it's what I've gotten from the trailer, it's a sort of Hushed River Valley-esque sort of deal with some mining operations in there. And it has 2 new really good items. The crampons, which are like little foot grabbies, which allow you to have a less sprain risk. You climb up ropes way faster. And they also have the I can't remember the name of it, but it's the tactical backpack, which is another something like the Moosehide satchel, which I can put here for even more carry weight. So if we use the pound system like an American man, I think we get up to 99. Pretty much almost 100 pounds of carrying weight. But I might be wrong. I don't think the crampons are going to be something you want to have on you all the time. You're only going to want to put it on you when you're climbing a rope or traversing really hilly terrain. Like right now, you wouldn't want the crampons on. I went the wrong way. Alright. So, I, being dumb, forgot. I always think that this hut, the back of it faces the plane. Or, basically, I went back towards the landing gear instead of going the right way. So, we're going the right way now. And there are, as I was saying before, there are 2 ways of getting into the zone. One of which requires you going down into the Echo Ravine, and another one requires going up up this way. There is a rope somewhere around up here. Timberwolf Mountain's very interesting map. It's very hard to figure out where to go, but it does make sense for Timberwolf to have 2 entry points to Ash Canyon, because there's 2 different ways of getting up to the summit, which is that plane thing. So it kind of fits the shtick of having 2 entrances. But Ash Canyon came out as of recording this morning for me. So I've never been there, and I've spent all day getting this character to Timberwolf. He was originally in Mountain Town, so I had to go from Mountain Town to Forlorn, and then Forlorn, oh, whatever. Forlorn to Mystery Lake, and then Mystery Lake to Pleasant Valley, and then I did an entire loop around Pleasant Valley, and then I got to Timberwolf, and that's where we are now. And I'm recording this at like 2 in the morning. I spent all day trying to get this man to here, and here we are. Now I believe there is a quicker way getting down to the Echo Ravine, but it is not. Hello, Mr. Bear. It's more of a scummy way down. It requires you like literally sprinting down sprinting down an entire rock wall, and it basically running down one of those cliff faces, and you can make it because there's no rocks. It's just all snow that you run down. But I believe you need to get down here first. So you can run down that, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna first of all kite the bear. I mean, we could shove a flare shelf as one of these up his butt. Actually, no, he's walking away. We can go past him. The thing about the flare shells, off on a tangent here, but the thing about flare shells is that they're actually a really good self-defense weapon, because you can fire it at something and the flare will stick in them and they will die from the flare. And on top of that, once you stick them with the flare shell, the flare is a very bright light source. It's a very bright light source, so it's really hard to lose them. And I've never noticed the shadows here. I think that might be in... why are you freaking out, bro? Whoa, goodness. Anyway, I've never noticed these shadows here before. They're very, very dark. This might be a new thing. Yeah, they're just kind of up here. I've never seen shadows that... yeah, I've seen shadows like this, but I've never seen shadows this dark. This might be a bug, but it is pretty cool. Look at that. When I was scouting out the area before to find the actual entrances, I thought this was like they call Ash Canyon because it's a lot of wildfires that happen, and I thought this was like fire damage, but I think that's just weird lighting issues. But now that we're here, I believe you actually use the shadows as a way to find Ash Canyon. That might be Hinterland's way of showing, hey, it's that thing. But by the time we get to Ash Canyon, it's gonna be... oh yeah, here we go. See that? Well, it's kind of hard to see it, but this is the new rock design they had for Hush River Valley, and this is the first, you know, showing like, hey, this is a new zone. This is a new area. And look at that. You have this big rock area, and there is the cave. So this is the first entrance to Ash Canyon. Let me grab these. And I'm gonna hop in to Ash Canyon, and then I'm gonna because I'm mapping it, this will just show you where on the map it is. There's also a very cool cave entrance, I must say. So we'll map this area, get that checked off to Ash Canyon, and let's see what happens when we go through. I don't know if it just chucks you in or you have to navigate a cave. This is a big loading time. This is definitely... oh, it just tosses you in. So that right there, that's a really cool visual right there. Look at that. Beautiful. So now we're gonna head back. So if you want to find the other entrance, instead of going down into the creek, what you do is you just keep going, and you'll eventually find one of the wings of the plane, which, like I was saying before, about how the environment will point you in the right direction with dead trees. The wing will, the way it's angled and the way it hit the ground after the crash, it points you towards the right direction. Okay, now, I didn't see Mr. Bear over there, so Mr. Bear is probably over here, along with the wolf. See, the wing right here, it points you this way. But I'm not, now that I think about it, I'm not quite sure if this is the right direction. Oh, there's footsteps. That might be a way up the peak. I'm gonna have to wiggle wing on my way, keep past all. There is so much chaos in this image right now. There is a wolf eating a deer, a dead deer, a bear, another wolf in the distance. It's just utter chaos, and that bear is gonna get me here. I need to run. The bear's attack range is kind of short, so he won't pick you up until later. But the wolves are afraid of the bear, so. Anyway, so you head to the edge of the zone. See, this is the corner of the map pretty much. There's that cave right there. You can see it right there. What you have to do is you keep heading up. And it's funny because this is the way I normally go when I go up to the summit. Yeah, there's a lot of chaos to pass, but once you pass it, you're fairly safe. But what you do is there is a couple of tree bridges. There's fallen trees that go over the chasms, and you walk over the tree to get across. Once you get there, I believe. What the? Okay, I was incorrect. The wing does point you the right direction. I just took the long way around. Yep, the wing definitely points you the right way. I just went the long way around because I'm an idiot. Yep, the wing points you in the right direction. This is all the old texture. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that this is the older texture of rock that's used in most of the zones. And you see this big tree. And as you cross it, this is when you see your first hint of Ash Canyon. Because right down there is the first entrance we found. Here we go. That's where the first entrance is. You can see it's like stuff's kind of fallen, and then the cave's right there. But if you go past it, this is actually kind of terrifying though. If I press the A or W key right there, I'm gonna die. There we go. But now we're good. And then this is the first checkpoint we're getting to here. Now the second bit you have to pass to get to the other entrance is this cute little bunny grove. Now there is a climb. There's a rock climb. Not a rock climb. A rope climb that you have to go to. There's a rope climb you have to get to in order to get to this next entrance. Now, this is going to be a two-parter. First part, which is what we're recording now, is, you know, the how to get to Ash Canyon part. And the next part is going to be a little first impressions guide and initial, like, you know, entry and exploration of Ash Canyon. And I'm going to try my best to edit them down so they're easier to watch. unlike my Let's Play series, which is completely uncut, except for a few technical difficulties that I purposely remove.
The next day.
Okay, it is the next day. I had a bit of rest up and recuperation in this cave right here. Got some food, i.e. those rabbits we passed by earlier, and now we are fully prepared to find the next entrance of Ash Canyon. So once you pass that, you literally just keep going. That's all it is. You just keep going until you find a rope climb. Now, this is great right now because the wind is blowing in my face, which means we're gonna walk way slower. But eventually, this is the dead of morning, and even with the best gear in the game, I'm still losing cold. So there is the rope climb. And obviously, this doesn't have to be a late game thing. People get really great starts, like on day one, they go right up Timberwolf Mountain and get all the really good gear right off the bat. But I waited till later to get my Timberwolf stuff, so I think it was around day 90 when I got to Timberwolf. But this is the way I went, and this is a really long rope climb, and there is no ledge to rest on halfway up. So if you're gonna come here, I would recommend either 1, resting up in that cave behind me before you attempt it, 2, bring coffee or energy drinks, and then drink them right when you get here, or 3, if you really want to get up here and you don't want to like just rest, you can always use an emergency stimulant, which you'll fly up this thing really quickly. But now that I have 3, I'm gonna lose half my fatigue, an entire day's worth of energy in one go. But the crampons right here would make it to where I could walk on the wall behind me, in front of me, and I'd go way faster. But we don't have crampons yet, no, do we? But that's what we're going to get. So, as I said, I haven't climbed up here.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Indeed you did. But when you get up here, you keep walking. Actually, let's figure out where we are real quick. Oh, so we're right here at the deer clearing. The deer clearing, as you can see, has a lot of dirt in it. Now, I don't think the deer clearing is the right way to go. I think you have to go up this way. Either that, or I just completely misjudged how to get to the second part of Ash Canyon. I might have gone the wrong way. But it is really weird. It's a cave off to the side to the left.
5 hours later.
Okay, I was right. It is on the left if you're coming from the other way. So once you hit the deer clearing, there is a cave directly out in the clearing. So this clearing is designed for you to, you know, kill a deer and be able to have a safe spot to what's the word? You know, take care of the carcass and get all your bits ready. But what you do is, yeah, these deer, there's no way this deer would be, you know, like that. Let me get that close before running off. But, you know, this is Voyager. So, oh, you gonna run into the cave for me? But this is not the cave that you need to go into to get to Ash Canyon. That cave is when you, let's just say you go in, you know, yada yada yada. Oh, it's like a whole setup here. What's in the box? Oh, look at that. Anyway, I guess I came back through before. But once you come out of the cave and you take a look, you will see that there is this weird black rock. And this is a nestled away cave, which is on the left, but not for when coming up the rope. So basically, when you come back the rope, it's directly on the right, and it's really nestled away, and you'd only really see it if you're paying a lot of attention, not being distracted by all the deer, and not having your lips water. But this cave is much different from the previous cave that we saw, the first entrance point that we found. Nope, not that. As it's not one of those where you just go in and you wait a couple of seconds for loading time and you pop into the zone. This is the one where you actually have to navigate it. Oh, wait. Before we go, let's on the map. Right in the deer clearing, right in the cave. And that, I believe, is everything for Timberwolf, if I can find it. Timberwolf, yep, all 18 are being found. And here we go. Ash Canyon, I already have one of them, which is the obviously the entry point to Ash Canyon. But we're gonna go in this way, and we're gonna navigate the cave, and there might be some goodies along the way. Who knows? Let's find out. So all the caves, there are a couple presets. Well, this is not a preset right here. It's the one that zigzags down. That is, I believe, a feature in the cave on top of Forlorn Muskeg by the waterfall. But as the caves evolve in this game, they kind of amalgamize and throw together different features from other caves, and they get better and better. But now that we've climbed that rope, we don't need to worry about spreads in. Okay, right or left? Let's go to the right. What is this? Is that 3 entries? No, it's not. You don't. The thing about this, the Long Dark, is you got the. Even if there is a dead end like this, there is still goodies.
I might have to drop some gear.
There are still goodies you can find. And they don't normally trail on for too long. You'll go directly to the dead end, but there's always a through way. I don't believe there's any caves that just you go into them and there's a back after running around for 10 minutes. There's a way in and a way out. This is new. Look at that. There's like a wall. Well, then it turns away, so you can go around that wall. And when you get to one of these there's always right turns that make you think, oh, there's a dead end. But in here should be this. There might be a crouching area too. Who knows? Yeah, here's that wall we saw earlier, right down over there. Oh, look at this little area. Oh, you have seen better days, my friend. I already have 2 of those hats. I'll leave it there. Actually, no, I'll take it with me and turn just cloth. Oh, you did not have a good time.
What have we here?
Another hat. He's got a bullet. No bullets for the gun though. And I'll here, buddy. There you go. There. There you go. You can defend yourself from the ghosts. So that's with them. Yeah, this cave is definitely going to be a difficult one to basically just sprint directly to where you need to go. But that's not really the point. The point is to loot along the way. Hey, here's the area we saw. Oh, a prop wolf carcass. Oh, that tells such a good story. So that guy and this wolf were in the cave. He shot the wolf up. When the wolf got him, he was at a fire with his revolver. And the wolf appeared. He fired 4 shots into the wolf. The wolf died and started to decompose, which is what this is. And then the guy, he left his fire, and with his antiseptic tried to fix his injuries, but ended up dying from internal injuries. That's such good storytelling. Even though it's all stationary props, you know what happened. That's so cool. even if you're not like a survival game enthusiast, this is such this game right now, that's what it does really well, is different storytelling like that with all the prop carcasses and prop corpses and just items lying around that you, as the survivor, pick up. You pick up the items that people left behind. Yeah, and I don't know why there's a piece of soda in here. Like, and on top of that, that guy that was in the cave and fought off that wolf, he could have been one of the people on the plane. Crash just survived. Oh, and here's the end of it. And this is the end of the cave. I don't need a lantern outside, so, and off we go. Very long loading time here. It is a new zone after all. And here is a much more open entrance, which is still on the same side, but it's a more eastern entrance. This will be the end for this part, and the next part we're gonna pick up right here and start exploring.